Dear brothers and sisters, Yechi HaMelech Moshiach, this is my daughter, Nechama Ahava. Hello. Hello. Okay, today we're going to do something very special, and that's why I invite you guys to join me. We're going to be planting lettuce. And I grew up in Brooklyn. You live in the second floor, you have somebody on top of you, somebody underneath you. Your house is falling apart and cranking from all the wood. But now I live in the Golan Heights, in the blessed land of Israel. The land of our forefathers, the land that the Bible and the Quran both say belongs to the Jewish people. So without further ado, and with the spirit of all religious people, we shall grow some lettuce in the Holy Land. Because in the Golan Heights, when you buy a house, you also have, if you buy a good house, if you buy a good apartment, you have a chutzner, which means a yard in the front, a yard in the back. You know, like those places that are not in the city. This video is to all my friends that live in the city. Check out what you could do when you leave the city. So let me take you there right now. So here we have our lemon tree, which is not in season. But check out my neighbor's. My neighbor doesn't touch his trees. He just lets this stuff grow. Let me just show you what my neighbors got growing. You see all those little white stuff? The yellow stuff? Those are figs. That's his fig tree. Okay, and behind that is his lemon tree. I'm not sure if you can see. But those are lemons. So he has lemons and figs. I also have this tree here is a lemon tree. And that tree down there, which is in the corner, a little isolated, is a fig tree. But today we're going to add another friend to the gallery because I love eating the foods of the Holy Land. I'm going to add a new friend to the gallery, which is going to be my lettuce. Why do I like lettuce? Because it takes a month and a half to grow the first time, and after that, every 3 weeks, you just chop off a little bit from the top, and you have more and more lettuce. That's why I like my lettuce. So to understand what we're working with here is we have my little shovel. Now this friend, I'm not sure when he joined my family. No, I'm not sure when I found him or what, but I definitely did not buy him in a store. And the metal and the handle were disconnected, and they always kept on disconnecting, reconnecting. So I took some wood glue and just pumped up the whole inside of this thing, and now this shovel works. So that's our shovel. So this was free. This metal thing here, which is going to hold up the bed, I found down the block. I brought it here with my electric bike and my wagon that I have for my electric bike. I had a friend help me put it on the wagon, and I schlepped this thing here together with my friend. And now we have it here in my house. This I found across the street. This is I think a double-sized bed. The bottom of the double-sized bed, and this is the wood upside down, basically. In the back, to be the bed to hold it, I have one of those pallets, and that was free as well. So other than paying rent, which I would pay anyway, so far we're all for free. Now I have my earth, which I bought for 20 shekel, 30 liters, 20 shekel. Now this might not be enough for everything, but this cost me 20 shekel, which is about $5, $6 this cost me. This bag cost me $6. Okay? And a couple days ago I went to work in some lady's garden, and instead of paying me 30 shekel an hour for the work I did, she gave me this lettuce. Okay, these seeds from her garden. After going on YouTube and checking out some tactics of how to grow lettuce efficiently in a homegrown garden, I think I'm ready to go. So the point is that this operation cost me almost no money. The whole story here, the whole fancy schmancy thing you see here is $10, under $10. Okay? And we're gonna grow lettuce and hopefully we're gonna have lettuce again and again and again and again during the season. But I don't know what when the season is. See, maybe that's an issue. I'm not sure with lettuce if you need to know the season or not. All I know is that I need to water this stuff a lot of water, and for that we have collected rainwater. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use this collected rainwater because it's a little old, and there's a lot of little bugs in there. I'm not sure if it's good for my lettuce. I don't want my lettuce to have any bugs. Could be I'm talking out of ignorance that the bugs help the lettuce. I'm not sure. But we're going to work with what we have. We're from the city. We don't know too much about this stuff. But we have to get into it because, you know, this is our land. Let's see if it grows. Let's go. Okay. Ah, we make the cake. Okay, this looks good. But they say it's premium. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's good premium, bad premium. I'm not sure. But let's hope that this is good stuff. Smells right. Smells good. Doesn't smell like horse dung or anything. Smells all natural. Now, again, if anybody has anything to say about how I'm doing this, remember, I'm from New York. I have no agriculture training in this stuff. I'm just going from ear. You know, like what people tell me when I spoke to them a little bit. I am just excited to try this out. And that's pretty much how it goes. Okay, so that's our dirt. Okay. And now the lettuce. Very important that it shouldn't be expired. And this thing is not expired, so that's very good. Now, let's take some of these seeds. And we're going to make a row right here. I'm going to make a row. Actually, you could even make the row right here. Okay, we'll do it right here. A row right here. A nice row. And we're going to make another row right about here. Another row right about here. And another row right about here. Okay? We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of lettuce, hopefully. And they're gonna be packed. Let's get to it. So we're sprinkling them nicely. The you know, according to the Jewish text, the land was supposed to grow without seeds. It was just supposed to keep growing all kinds of fruits and vegetables. And the seeds really just remind the earth to keep doing what it's supposed to do anyway. And you see that in Hasidic thought, God giving abundance to the world, you can see that through the seed, because the seed completely rots away when the food grows, and by the time the food is grown, there's almost nothing left of the seed. So that just shows you that God is pushing. There's no part in there's no plant that grows. There's not a blade of grass that grows without an angel saying, grow, 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 hitting him and saying grow. So everything is spiritually in line here. You know, the Jews didn't want to come into the Holy Land because they were worried about needing to deal with the world. That's the main reason they didn't want to go to the Holy Land. They didn't want to do what I'm doing right now. But God wants specifically that we should work the land and that we should bring godliness into the mundane. We should discuss godliness in the way He sustains the world. Alright? So I think we're fulfilling God's will. Now, my friends told me you push it in and you push it hard with your thumb under like a half an inch of dirt, and you make sure you push it tough. It shouldn't move. So I'm going to put some dirt on top and push it down, just like they said. Now some friends said, "Oh my, you're dealing with it like it's important to you." Well, yeah, it is, because I've been really, ever since I've been a kid, I wanted to grow my own stuff. I didn't like the whole supermarket thing, Talk about quality. You grow it in your house. You know exactly what goes in, what goes out. I don't like the whole chemical thing. That's the truth, to be honest. Really don't. I will only use chemicals if I really need to, and only after I checked that it's a natural kind of thing and that there's no problems with it. I think we're doing okay today. Now, what's good about growing this, like some people say, why don't you just buy a lettuce and a plant and then grow it like that? So the answer to that is because then I wouldn't be able to grow it in a line like you see here, So I want to grow it in this line, and I want it to sit here, and therefore I have to grow it myself. I'm going to pat down the whole joint, and maybe we'll water it a little bit. Okay, so this is the way I filter my rainwater. I dip this into my barrels of rainwater, and then this becomes the filter for the rainwater. So in here I have pretty clean rainwater. Maybe there's some, there is still some stuff in there, but it's pretty clean. So let's hope that this is good. Maybe I keep this on to give me some kind of like a muzzle, and just sprinkle this joint. Now I know lettuce needs tons of water. Well, let's see. All right, brothers and sisters. We did our first thing. We're going to do another one. So I'll see you soon. Oh, one more thing. The reason why I had this whole thing raised is thanks to a tip I saw online, which basically said if you want to make a grow a bed for lettuce or for any other vegetables or fruits in your house, It's better to make such a thing. It's just going to save your back. You're going to be bending down the whole day if you're not going to have it raised. And that's why it's worth it to invest or to try to put together something that will raise your growing bed and make sure that you don't get a broken back. Ta-da! So we finished 1, 2, 3. So my bag was able to fill up 3 of the 6 plots, and I also had 3 bags of seeds, which pretty much allowed me to fill 3 of the beds. Pretty much a bag for each bed, and we have a couple lines with a small space in between. So when the lettuce grows and it comes up, it's going to come up nice, and it's going to be like in a nice big row. The wood on the sides are going to give it a little bit more room to expand if the room in the middle is not enough. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's a little bit shallow. It's not so deep, but we'll see if that becomes a problem, if I need to pick up the whole lettuce and add some dirt underneath or something later. Hope it's not going to ruin the whole joint. Anyway, I watered down everything with rainwater, and now we just wait. And now we wait. So it's going to be a month and a half around, and hopefully we'll have a new video. And maybe even in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the second I see the buds start to pop out, I'm going to let you guys know and keep you updated. And some people might ask me, Yossi, you're a religious Jew. What does this have to do with you being a religious Jew? And the answer could be, you know, if God is the king of the world and we are all his subjects, then we all have to be living the way God wants. And the first story in the Bible is Adam and Eve, and their job was to protect and serve God, and the main job that they had at the time was to take care of the garden. So I hope that with me doing this, I will be fulfilling the mission of the human race in the purest form, which is taking care of the garden. And there are a lot of things that grow real quick. Lettuce is one of them. Some people say it doesn't have nutrition, it doesn't have this. I don't know about you. When I eat lettuce, it does help me with the digestive. If I eat a good salad before, some people say it has no nutritious value. I don't know. It might not have any nutritious value, but it's definitely healthier than a bisli or a bamba, and it definitely will do your body better to eat some lettuce and a salad before you eat your meal. So that's pretty much the way it's gonna go, and hopefully see you guys later.